Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play KOTOR 2. And as you can see, HK-47 still looks the same. I even installed a mod to change HK-47's model. Didn't do anything. I'm a little confused. Actually, I'm a lot confused as to what's happening here, because it didn't change his model, so I'm not sure what I can do. In any case, we are going to security system. Oh, it's just the camera controls. Alright, well, I mean... wait, is there a reason to watch this? I heard like the footsteps and I was like, oh. But I think that's just Hanhar walking around. Yeah, there's not really a reason. Alright, so I did say we were going to talk to everybody on board, so that's what we're going to do. And frankly, a lot of this episode, we need to talk to a lot of our party members because we have a ton of them now.
Something up?
Ooh, you have so much stuff. Ooh.
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Learn the Xian saber form.
I'll be sure to make use of it.
Okay.
Something up?
I mean, that's kind of cool. I want to teach you some of the techniques.
Well, you've got that look in your eye, so who am I to argue?
What does that teach him? Breath control. Oh,
all right.
Cool.
I think I've got it. I'll try to practice it when I get the chance.
So, like, the unique ones that I get, I can
up?
teach to my other people, too.
Alright.
Okay. Nothing new with Atten, which, frankly, is actually really astounding. I know there's going to be a lot to say to everybody in this room. I guess let's start with Godo.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
Oh, wow, okay. Can you make me some security tunnelers?
No, you have enough. And as I tell all my employees, make do with less. I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
Yeah, I bet you are. Alright. Oh my goodness. On the yacht you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
I mean, but why? Revan had limited forces.
I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
But why? Wouldn't Revan need to conquer anything else once the Republic was beaten?
That is what occupies my calculations as well. I believe that Revan saw a war on another front that we did not, or saw the value in keeping a strong military force.
Do you know where Revan got his forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
What about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Okay.
You may...
Do you know anything about the HK droids sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they're coming from?
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
What are they doing in the Republic fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Why doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true purpose has been concealed by well-timed accidents.
And why haven't you acted on this information?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
Are they gonna keep coming after me?
Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic, memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would. I am willing...
What capabilities does your droid possess?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders, unless they conflict with mine.
And if they do?
Then its proton core will detonate, turning this ship into space dust. There is no negotiation in this. I will not allow you to interfere with my operations and plans.
What skills does it have?
This unit comes with a droid scrambler that you may use against mechanized opponents to randomize their defensive and offensive protocols. Use it, and it will cause droids to wage a civil war in their programming, and they will turn on their allies. Its power source is not limitless, but it is enough. In addition, this unit comes equipped with a portable cloaking generator. It will allow it to enter places undetected in reconnaissance mode.
So you're sneaking and confusing.
How droll. What an amusing Jedi specimen you are. You may...
Okay, so that's those four. Where's your base of operations?
Now, that would be telling. For now, my presence must remain a secret, and it may remain that way forever.
You wanted me to save the Republic. How is that possible?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Maybe if you pay me, I can take care of all those things, one system at a time.
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
If I have to kill everyone to do it, you'll get your stability.
To use a last resort first is often effective. See that you do not disappoint me.
Then let's hear what needs to be done so I can get some credits.
There is the stabilization.
Okay, tell me about Dantooine.
Dantooine is a vital resupply point for the Republic. If its stability is compromised, then the Republic will lose control over many outlying worlds, and they will become a haven for raiders and smugglers. The economic loss from such outer worlds is greater than the Republic is aware of. If the matter is not corrected, then it shall fall.
What's the situation on Onderon?
Onderon is an outer rim world, rich in ecological resources. Its aggressive ecology is capable of bringing devastated worlds back to life. It is currently experiencing a political schism split between two forces. One must triumph for the planet to be stabilized.
What about the restoration efforts on Telos?
Telos is instrumental to the stability of the Republic. Its success or failure will dictate the economic forecasts of many other worlds. Of course, since the destruction of the Paragas facility, the odds of the Telos restoration project being successfully completed is close to zero.
It was necessary to destroy the planet to stop the Sith.
I hope you do not decide that the next thing that must be destroyed to stop the Sith is the galaxy itself.
Well,
Perhaps one must ask themselves at what point defending your religious ideals is advantageous to the Republic as a whole. As long as your defense does not exterminate more than 50% of those you intend to help, is that acceptable?
I'm getting tired of being blamed for Paragas.
Then stop causing events of planetary destruction. You are a walking catastrophe, and you are not making saving the Republic any easier.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
Of course it was. If you had not gone there, the facility would not have been destroyed. If you had simply surrendered to the Sith, then all of that violence would have been unnecessary.
That wasn't an option either.
I hope you do not decide that the next thing that must be destroyed, perhaps as...
Alright, cool. Actually, I think that's everything. Influence gained and influence lost. I got dark side. I have no idea what he wants. I guess he just wants you to, do whatever he asks.
Statement.
Oh, God.
I must say it is a pleasure to be working side by side with you.
This is an abomination of an HK. If you have a long-winded explanation for why, indulge me.
Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the last potential aspect of your cruelty to my memory core, you commit a new atrocity that leaves me analyzing its impact for days. You are like a delightful random cruelty generator, Master, poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meatbags everywhere.
Stick with me, you'll pick up a few things.
Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master, and I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocence.
Okay. Forget it. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
Statement. Ah, you wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well. Proceed.
Interrogation?
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained. Or so I choose to believe.
Enough with the, it's not an interrogation, I just want to ask you some questions.
Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst.
Enough with the interrogation already. When I ask you questions, I mean I will ask questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
Alright. For a sophisticated assassin droid, you don't seem to be as advanced as you should be.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades. but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
Okay, cool. Do you know anything about the Sith hunting us?
Answer: no, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends.
An idea where they might be striking from?
Answer: no, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory: it is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation: but I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor.
It seems they are attracted to you like crek beetles during the bright land seasons. You can say that again.
Query: Master, excuse me, but how is it you know so many languages?
I picked up a sonic imprint sensor on Paragus. It doubles as a translator.
Query: may I see it?
Why?
Answer: because it seems to know all the languages I do, and I am feeling degrees of familiarity and inferiority both at once.
Here you go.
Observation: this is indeed familiar.
It's yours, isn't it?
Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus.
Yeah, shortly before the planet was destroyed.
Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity.
Can you use it to track them?
Confirmation. Yes, Master, I believe so. Of course, we would need to find 3 separate HK squads and use this device in order to target their base.
So we just wait?
Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Interesting.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Does explain how they keep finding me. Who's your previous master?
Answer. Master, ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory loss. I shall struggle to recall an answer to your question, but for now, it is sadly beyond my capabilities.
Sure it is.
Consolation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be worried about being rendered insignificant if I were to inadvertently compare to some silly old master I once possessed.
Alright. How did you get scattered all over the galaxy?
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement. I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them.
It was something of a pain, yes.
Statement. That is indeed unfortunate, Master. It is merely another thing my attacker will answer for. I would be most distressed if you were to shoot me, attack me, or dismember me in any way. I do not wish to repeat the experience.
Okay. I wanted to talk to you about the other HK units.
Statement. Yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
He's so salty about it. Do you know where these clones are being created?
Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me.
How did this happen?
Statement. I have no idea, Master.
What was that? It sounded like a malfunction.
Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose.
Are you sure you don't know where they are striking from?
Prompt. Do you understand me? I have no idea. It certainly isn't a matter of it being locked in my memory core and being unable to communicate it to others.
And how would this information come out if it was locked in your memory core?
Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of events takes place. That is why I am eager to encounter more of these clones in the hopes that something clicks that allows me to finally pull the trigger.
Probably literally. Alright, Why do you need me?
Statement. Master, there are 2 reasons for this. 1. The probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me.
What are you talking about?
Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications.
That doesn't explain why you need me.
Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time.
Wait, so does that mean he couldn't attack them in a battle?
Statement.
Huh. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Do you know why they're hunting me?
Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy. This is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone.
What do you mean?
Master, there is mention of you specifically in the Coreward databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them.
Why would someone do that?
Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space. If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably.
Who?
Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however. Rhetorical. Why wouldn't they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time.
Huh, okay.
State. Recitation.
Oops.
State.
Want to talk about the other HK units? Why are they masquerading as protocol droids?
Answer. Master, as part of my original programming, I am able to communicate in over 600 languages. This usually amounted to short verbal warnings when killing non-basic speaking targets, which gave me some small measure of satisfaction.
So a good portion of your programming was adapted from protocol subroutines?
Answer. Yes. I believe my original master needed this functionality in order to recover information from various indigenous tribes across the galaxy, but I know little else than that. Suffice to say that that translation capability allowed these copies of myself to assume the role of protocol and translation droids in much of known space. That is, of course, not their primary function. And while they are attempting to pass themselves off as translation droids, their primary functionality keeps rising to the forefront.
What do you mean?
Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
Tell me no one said that out loud, did they?
Confirmation. Oh, truly, you can imagine the results. Statement. This comment, of course, caused a civil war between the Guvandi Collective and Elzing that still persists to the current date.
Jesus. Do any of these incidents have any wider repercussions?
Answer. Yes, Master. Such incidents often spread outwards from their point of origin, much like an echo.
Why did you say that just now?
Query. What do you mean, Master?
The echo, why did you say that?
Answer. It is something I heard a previous master say before, I believe, but I cannot recall the context. Still, somehow it seemed applicable to this situation. Odd.
What repercussions did Praven Prime have?
Answer. In the case of Praven Prime, the Civil War actually forced the Republic to back out of Guvandi's space and let their world fall from Republic control. As I understand it, that would be best. Keeping such a world would have been a token gesture of control. As an added burden, the resources needed to invest in diplomatic and trade relations would have far outweighed what would have been required. Besides, Master, quite frankly, the Guvandi and Elzing needed a good war. They were races that relied more on words than actions, and a good brisk killing woke them from their torpid state. Also, the result of the war will be that the drastically reduced Elzing population will eventually need to call upon the Republic for emergency relief.
And then, And that's a good thing?
Answer. The Republic stands to gain. The Republic will be able to supply such emergency relief at a fraction of the cost to the now reduced population. Of course, such aid would only come 4 or 5 years after the war was started. One would have to be patient and let death and destruction run its course.
But why are the HKs masquerading as protocol droids?
Answer. Master, being a meatbag, your answer does not surprise me. You see, part of the reason an assassin droid is so effective is because it is a droid. Meatbags tend not to notice us. We are treated as furnishings. Statement. Oh, do shut up, you beeping little trash compactor. Anyway, as I was saying, droids tend to blend into the background, like a bench or a card table. Mockery. Droid, fetch this. Droid, translate that. Droid, clean out the trash compactor.
Those are typical droid duties, but it doesn't mean they should be treated as furniture.
Part of the love of my function comes when the furnishings pull out Tabana-powered rifles and point them at the owner's heads. My identity as an assassin droid was unknown for quite some time, even during the recent events when all that trouble occurred amongst the Jedi. I'm sure you've already heard more than enough about it, so I will spare you the details.
Actually, I'd like to know.
Statement. This story may be somewhat unfamiliar to you, if not to history, so bear with me. There is a faction of meatbags called the Sith. They want what any rational meatbag would want, the power to assassinate anyone they choose at any time. In a startling turn of events, the Sith declared war on the Republic. The Republic wasn't going to stand for it, so they went to war right back.
Why did the Sith go to war with the Republic?
Answer. Oh, who knows, Master? It is evident that the Sith would very much like to assassinate all the Jedi, which is somewhat the equivalent of cultural suicide since some Sith are Jedi or were Jedi. It is much like the circumstance I find myself in now. How do you kill such an integral part of yourself over such ethical differences? The answer, of course, is that you keep firing until all dissension has been eradicated.
Back to the droids. How do these HK units corrupt their protocol programming?
Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
Tell me no one said that out loud, did they?
Confirmation. Oh, truly, you can imagine the results. Statement. This comment, of course.
Okay, so we've already seen this. Why do they start revealing themselves now?
Answer. I do not know why these clones chose now to start revealing themselves. Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no longer required. Not that those Durasteel-plated knockoffs know anything of stealth or subtlety. Observation. It is clear, however, that they have been placed throughout the galaxy at critical junctures, both in the Republic fleet and in neutral worlds, and they seem to be looking for Jedi.
You sound pretty disgusted by these duplicates.
Answer. My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend. Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever.
Is this going somewhere?
Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently, rob you of any shred of personality, and take your Jedi code and adjust it, so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And of course, they refer to meatbags as organics. Unacceptable.
They really don't seem that different from you, actually.
Indignation. Have you gone deaf? Surely you've heard them speak, and instantly you can tell the difference between them and I.
From the voice, but you all sound exactly the same.
Statement. If Master would just listen to their voices sound nothing like me. They have none of the looping, static-filled, sinister background hiss that I am known for.
Okay, so that explains your anger.
Clarification. Anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy. Statement. Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission.
That's fair. Alright. Dark side points. Influence gained, no influence lost, and experience. Alright. Am I full dark side yet? Am I like... Yes, I'm at the absolute bottom of dark side points. Phenomenal. Okay. So, where's my other... Did T3 go this way? T3 likes to roam. Oh wait, is he right here? Oh, there he is. How's the Ebon Hawk? What about the astrogation system? Oh, influence failure. I know it's damage. Can you try to work on it when you get a chance? Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, let me take a look. All done. How do you feel? Due to your computer skills, T3 has gained 1 more intelligence. Blank? Blink, look. What, me? I was just working on you the whole time. Okay. Ready for some more routine maintenance? Oh, he likes it. Okay, I'll try and make this quick. Oh no, okay. Maybe I should have replaced this part before closing you up. Okay, we'll try again later. Okay, so no more routine maintenance. And I can't upgrade his core yet. Okay. Okay. So I got him up 1 more intelligence. I'll need to increase my, what was it, repair next? Yeah, repair in order to get the next thing, and then hopefully influence raises over time and I can upgrade that as well. Alright, do you have anything new? I don't think you do you? No, I can teach her the stuff, I guess.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
I mean, I guess, yeah, she's already a,
I understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
Okay. See to it that you master what I have taught, I guess.
My life.
I wanted to teach you some of the techniques that'll give her breath control.
I understand. My life.
Anything else?
I serve my master. My master. There is little my master does not know.
I need to know. Yeah. Ready?
It would.
Ready to confront him now? Okay. Why are you doing this for me?
A greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so. My people spend their—
I think I've seen all this. Okay. That's everything with Visas. We'll talk to Hanhar in a second. What about you, Baldur? Anything new?
General.
Oh my god, you're still in really bad health. Oh my god. Use the med thing. There's just something about you, not a scent, but a feeling. It is decay like rot within a great tree. Even your appearance has changed. Hunters will have a hard time recognizing you now, I think. So influence with Hanhar is based off of killing people in his presence, I believe, and being really terrible to him. This is the face of power, and you will learn to respect it. It may serve you for now, but I watch you. I shadow your movements through the dark places in the galaxy. Enough with the threats. I need answers from you. I care nothing for your questions and little patience for answers. Nevertheless, you will hear them and answer them, or else. I heard you hunt humans. There's a thing among our people called a life debt. It is a gift, a recognition that the one who spares your life deserves your life. When humans came to my homeworld, they showed to us such debts are viewed with contempt. Our sacrifices or honor fell prey to human instincts, human greed. And that is why I hunt your kind. How do you hunt us? To defeat them, one must know their ways, use their weapons, kill them with the bowcasters, blasters, know how to mine their colonies to gas them. Oops, no human must survive. Those that do must be taught what life debts are and why they will pay the price for my people. Huh. Let's see. But still you serve me, as a slave should. You know your place. I respect your strength, and my place is with you as you walk the Shadowlands, but I do not serve you. Know that I watch you, shadow your movements, the galaxy in dark places. Okay. Why did you kill Mira? Because I was stronger. I do not believe you. There are many who believed that she was a better human hunter than I. There is no one who believed that she was a predator. And in the end, to hunt and not to kill, that is the call that will bring death to you in the Shadowlands. And what weakness about her made you want to kill her? By other hunters, it is said that she spared my life. There is no truth in such words. She spared my life as an insult to break my spirit. She held my life in her hands and she cast it away. If Mira spared your life, it was likely to humiliate you before others rather than mercy. I do not think you understand, human, but what she did was an insult, yes. So you had nothing to prove? There are many who believe that she was... Yeah, okay. As close to the words you speak, yes, but not... okay. Why did you make your home on Nar Shaddaa? Because it's my homeworld. Like my homeworld, yet the signs of the Shadowlands are greater, and that is close to my liking. It is like home, but with so many great metal trees that touch the sky with a land similar to the Shadowlands below. And many humans come to the world of metal trees, tribes from the lost battles, exiles. And I climb upon the metal trees, seek the heights above, and see the Shadowlands all around me. Shadowlands? Shadowlands is the place where we now walk. It cannot be touched, only felt and heard around you. It is the black that surrounds us, and it circles all planets and reaches into their heart. You know the Shadowlands well. All who were cast out, all who were exiled, walk in the Shadowlands. It was not until the tribe of Zerka took me from my homeworld that I realized the Shadowlands extend forever. If you are implying some connection to our exile, there's nothing in common between us. All who walk in the Shadowlands are shackled together. Every moment of predator and prey causes a movement across vast distances. If you are blind, if you cannot hear, then that is your burden. It is the way of those who walk in the Shadowlands. Why do you call it the Shadowlands? Because that is its name, human. Every one of my people see it when they open their eyes for the first time and stare at the depths of my planet, where the roots of great... Oh. And though they did not always know it, they saw it whenever they stared into the darkness in the sky. They simply did not see the predators and instead dreamed of places where they lived forever as light. Okay. To ship the planet, these people, they are all within the Shadowlands. Place of darkness. My place to be here. Okay. Why do you wear those shackles? They are memories caged upon my wrist. I wear them so I will not forget. What do you mean? I have never spoken of such things, but there is strength in chains. Things of metal. They remind me of the tribe of Zerka, but they befell my tribe, my people. What happened with your people? Zerka fell upon my people like Kinrath, but slow, without claws extended. They taught me their ways, and I saw their truth. What truth? They brought with them a new idea, a new way of looking at my people. They showed me what life debts truly are. They are cargo, cold and lifeless. They taught us slavery, that the weak must obey the strong, a lesson we, as hunters, had forgotten. Metal they placed upon my restless neck to keep me bound and weak. They were not strong enough to hold me otherwise. Perhaps you were weak in that you allowed shackles to be placed at all. Yes, they were stronger for a time, and the weak must obey the strong. What happened then? I was taken from the forest world of my people, brought to a place where the trees had turned to stone and metal. They intended me to haul cargo, to lift metal boxes of great flying beasts like the cage in which you travel from planet to planet. I turned the cargo boxes into boxes to store their bodies. From then on, I walked the Shadowlands without them hounding my tracks. How did you kill the entire crew? In the ship, there was not enough room for them to flee, to run. Yet I stalked them for days, let them flee, hide in vents, starve slowly. And right before the moment where it seemed like they would surrender to me, beg for mercy, I would strike. How did you fly the ship? I did not. It drifted across the black until it reached its destination. Much of its control was unknown to me. When it fell into the world of metal, I was able to leave the cage and walk again. Around me soared trees that were cold and dead, creatures of metal and screams. But there I could climb and hunt and survive. There was prey again, and the smell of blood, and there was work for hunters. The bounty was wealth. Is that how you became a bounty hunter? As humans taught me slavery, I started selling humans, many at a time, whaling packs of children and their mothers, entire tribes of humans. There's a debt that humans can never repay me, and that is my life debt, one that humans pay with their lives. Huh. Can't have been the only slave Zerka took from your world. The rest of my tribe are gone, and they do not walk in the Shadowlands as I do. I sent them away, by my hand, one by one. If you slaughtered your own people, there is no coming back from such an act. I did not kill my tribe, I saved them, even after they cast me out, threw me into the Shadowlands. What happened between you and your tribe? I was raised by one of my people within the tribe, but I do not belong there. Beneath the trees of our worlds, where the roots run deep, there is a place of mist and shadow, where only the most fearsome predators walk. In our tongue, it is called the Shadowlands. That is the place they call to me, filled my eyes, and I fell staring into the flames and darkness. You must have done something for them to drive you away. It was a choice, my choice, to be beneath the trees, to run in the dark places of our world. I spent more time in the Shadowlands where I could kill and keep killing. In time, my tribe would not accept me back. They exiled me there, for they sensed too much of the kin wrath within me, the urge to hunt and kill. I was never at peace among them. The Shadowlands always called to me, not the safety of the trees. But you said your tribe was killed, sent away by your hand. Why? I was there when the tribe of Zerka landed upon the planet. I watched them, saw they were weak, but still predators. When you have dwelled in the Shadowlands, you know the difference. Even the smallest, weakest of prey can kill with the right weapons and the right tools. Must have struck quickly to overpower your people. They fell upon my people like Kinrath, quick, deadly, armed with weapons that my people had never seen. I watched. I knew what would happen. Prey is devoured, broken, my eyes filled with blood. And I knew my people would be sentenced, would become slaves. They would be turned into prey forever, hunted, but demeaned, not killed. How did you do it? I killed the young ones first. Those are the ones most in danger. Then I moved on to the adults, from the weakest to the strongest, as they slumbered. When many awoke, I slaughtered them too. With Rick Blade and Bowcaster, they fell. But everyone that fell, I gripped them by the throat and stared into their eyes. I let them see the Shadowlands and all its darkness. I let them see what their weakness had brought them. Zerka must have been displeased with their slaves being killed. When the tribe of Zerka saw what had been done, they took me. They were angry that I had killed their herd. Then what I had done was save them. So they chained me instead, and I let myself be offered up to them instead of the dead. If you killed them to spare them, then you cheapened them. They are not dead. Where I sent them, they are free. Even as their screams fell upon me, even as they fell still as I crushed life from them, I know that they are far from the Shadowlands, in a place where they will never be chained. You are nothing more than an animal, Hanhar. You are the tribe of the Jedi. I have heard of your weak code, your defensive prey. There's one truth that you know, that all life is connected, and there is light and light after the black of the Shadowlands. The only truth is that you killed your tribe because they were weak, which is what they deserved. Yes, and I could not bear to see such weakness in them. Do not wish to walk in the Shadowlands anyone, or wish to walk on top of the trees in my homeworld. When I die, I shall be there. Yet I am trapped here with you, in this cage surrounded by the stench of human animals. What you did to your own people was madness, yet there was strength in it. You think to know my actions, human? Perhaps you know them better than you realize. Turn your eyes upon your own acts, the decks you have inflicted upon your tribe, the tribe of the Jedi. No one can ever know what happened at Malachor, least of all you. I know enough to smell how weak you are and how broken such an act made you. Did you hear them scream as you butchered the Mandalorian tribes? Did you attempt to cover your ears, kill your heart, to shut them out? I have heard of you, Jedi, heard of your battles. You are a coward who must use planets to kill your foes, so you will not see their faces as they burn. At least every one of my people I killed, I looked into their eyes as they died, and they knew why they were dying. I know that you did no such thing with your own tribe. They died alone, in pain, and the only one I hear die was you. Everyone at Malachor died because they had to, and I would destroy them all again gladly. You may think so, Jedi, but you would be wrong. We have spoken about this enough, now you should think about it and realize perhaps we're not so different in how we perceive life and death. +1 wisdom, a new perspective about your actions. Interesting. I might start taking Hanhar and maybe like HK? I mean, they both like killing. You will speak to me with respect or I will break you. Why are you pacing so much? Because the ship stinks of metal, it stinks of a cage. If I stay one place, the red behind my eyes grows to blood. Anything else? Why do you use the term Jedi? It is how I first heard it from the mouths of the Hutts. It is the way they speak the title of your tribe in their language. They speak it with contempt, but beneath that contempt is fear. Interesting. Why do you follow me? Because the way to obey is strong, and as long as I'm here, I will force you to be strong for the moment. Show weakness, I shall be at your throat. When you die, our debt shall be settled. Okay. I think we went through a lot of it. I mean, I can go through that dialogue tree, and I think that there's stuff to go through there, certainly, but not right now. I mean, there's plenty. I think Hanhar might be the one I'd start taking.
Ah, you are here. You felt it, did you not?
It was a sound like a heart, yet like a voice.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade? Such is the way of the greatest of the Sith marauders who seek strength in war and their rage. Or is it the ways of darkness and shadow that you seek? The power that comes from striking unseen and sensing weaknesses in others? The ways of the assassins of the Sith? Or perhaps your way lies with the Sith and the heart of their darkness. To recognize what strength is and bring that strength to those that follow you and those that defy you. The way of a Sith Lord.
Huh. I believe this is my prestige class. So reading up about this real quick, it seems like most people say that Sith Lord or the Jedi equivalent is kind of just terrible. Assassin isn't really my playstyle. You do get like a force like invisibility power and some more sneak attack stuff, which would build on top of what our class actually is currently. But I think with how things are, I think I actually want to go Sith Marauder. I want to explore a little bit more of like our actual lightsaber attacks. We've gotten a ton of force powers at this point, and we're going to keep getting force powers, but like I want to beef up my character a little bit because I seem to die a little quickly. So Sith Marauder.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
Okay, taking your first prestige class and taking your first steps to learning higher mysteries of the Force. Cool. Okay.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Why don't you teach me more about the Force? You taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion, do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Persuasion, convincing others to do as I ask.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Stealth and relying on not being
And my
seen.
task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well, I should take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
Very well, I have other questions. What are you, a Jedi, a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
I want some answers, not more cryptic words.
Or what? Shall you kill me?
Ugh, not enough influence yet.
That is enough for... Ask.
Why do we have that psychotic Wookiee on board?
The beast is a lesson in strength. Learn that lesson, then you will understand.
What do you mean?
Beast's strength is prodigious, and you can learn much from it, or draw upon it. His life can be a beacon in the dark places of the galaxy where there is no life.
And how am I to learn that lesson?
Speak with him, discern his nature. Perhaps then it will become clear. Ask.
Okay. What do you know of Vissa's master?
He, if he can he spared the Mirror Loop.
No, we've heard all of this. Visas is not his slave, not any longer.
Entertain what he...
Okay. He's no longer a man?
You...
Yeah, we've heard all of this.
And... You... You...
Okay, Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walked her path?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer. Ask.
Well, hold on. Were you to blame?
I've already asked.
Nah, okay. She doesn't want to talk about that either. Did you know Revan? Okay. Don't have that much influence yet. If the council cast you out, how come Atris and none of the Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know. so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
I still think you're lying to me, and you haven't told me everything.
Then you are learning quickly. Distrust is an effective shield and should be carried always. Ask.
I've had more thought about the destruction of this homeworld. Atten said... Okay, that's all the same. Okay. Got more influence with her. She likes something I said. I am curious on this level up. Ooh, wow. Everything, huh? Oh my god, we only get 2 points now? Well, that's not good. I've been granted Weapon Focus Lightsaber, Greater Prestige Sense, Greater Combat Damage, Unarmed Specialist 5. Okay. Could grab Master Flurry. No penalties with Flurry. That's kind of nice. Weapon Specialization Lightsaber. That's nice. Master Toughness. That's just a bunch more health. That's useful. I know I'm going to get a couple of more feats because I went this way, so it's actually not a bad idea to grab some of the ones that I feel like I should have. Improved toughness is really good. Yeah, let's just grab that extra HP. Powers. We got Fury. Where's Fury? What is that? Mind Trick. Drain Life. Death Field. Well, that's... Oh, wait. Well, I know what I'm getting. But where's that Fury? Where's the one that I'm curious about? What did I get? Wound? Where's the one that I got? Also, weirdly, I can't take Beast Trick. Where's Fury? I have no idea what they just gave me. Anyways, we need to take Force Store because, like, why wouldn't we? Well, I look like a pretty powerful Sith, don't I? We have done a lot of talking. This entire episode is talking, and I'm sorry about that. Actually, I guess we'll do a little tiny bit of content just so that we have it. We'll go back to Paragus. Location. Oops. We want to go to Telos. So we have completed Nar Shaddaa. Oh, that actually only leaves 3. That's not as bad as I thought. And I think the next place we'll end up going is Dantooine, because it makes the most sense in terms of story and like where we should go. It'll also, I believe, get us our last party member that we need to unlock. So kind of important that we do that. You know, I should have saved after talking to everyone, because now I'm realizing if I get to Telos and the game just breaks, that's gonna be bad. Well, hopefully we're all good. Now, the main thing I'm doing here is I'm going to do finish up the Vogue of the Hutt, and I get my bounty, and that's pretty much all we're doing. We're just going to get experience while we're here. But I do want to put Hanhar into our party and HK. Because why not? Okay. Everything didn't break. You know what? Make a save. go. First save of the whole thing. Oh, Fury's here. That's like for everyone. God, HK, I don't know why you're so weird. Alright. So Atten's full dark side. He's starting to go dark side. My influence is working on him. Goto is dark side. Still nothing on Kriya. She's dark side. Hanhar's dark side. HK breaks. Even T3 has gone dark side at this point. I'm doing well on the influence. Okay, so we'll take you. We'll take you. So hopefully we keep getting our influence in the right direction. I mostly took them because I want to get a level up going for them. I am also curious about HK's like spread. I think I'm safe to do auto level ups on Hanhar at this point because I've given him the dual blades and I think he'll be all right there. So from here, I think what the game decides is going to be fine. You, however, I don't even know what your... Okay, skills, you have computer use, demolitions, stealth awareness, repair, security, treat injury. Okay. Feats, what do you have? Blaster rifle, weapon focused blaster rifle. You have almost nothing. Energy collector. Oh, wow, I have to actually give you, like, a whole bunch of stuff, huh? Well, droid dash plating seems great. That's also kind of amazing. We'll give you... Ion Blast and a Flamethrower, because that seems very you. Fighting upgrade is very you. Just the exchange one. And what do you have? You have a blaster rifle. However, the Sith Disruptor we got is really, really good. Oh, but wait. Oh, do we also have Disruptor rifles? We have the Bowcaster, which is actually fully upgradable, weirdly enough. The Repeating Carbine. Repeating Blaster Rifle, that's upgradable. We also have the Charek. Fully upgradable. 1 to 10. On-hit knockdown. Attack modifier plus 4. You know, let's give you that. Let's give you the fun one. And then... Okay. And we're just giving you skills. Let's just keep pumping demolition, repair, and that. Yeah, why not? You know what? Screw it. Just gonna do auto level. I really hope it didn't give him dumb stuff. So what did it give you? It gave you still that same weapon focus droid, but upgrade class 3. Integrated assassin protocols. Precise shot. Sniper shot, power blast. Toughness, that's good. Logic upgrade. Close combat. Okay. Now you should have access to, yeah, everything. Although, weirdly enough, I mean, like, I feel like you might already have all the best stuff. Although, could just make him a really, really deadly droid, though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him with this armor. And then... Okay, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with HK. I have tried and fixed that, and nothing worked, so... Oh boy. Oh my god, the fact that I have to use the airlock terminal. I do wonder if anybody here is going to try and kill me or anything like that. Oh, wow. Straight up they will.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Interesting. Oh my god, it's so amazing! Oh. So they can't shoot while I have HK? The mod I installed fixed them, it just didn't do anything for HK. Oh my god, they shot at me. They did something to me. Took down my HP. Alright, we just need to go to the dude, Lieutenant Gren, whatever his name is. I'm like really going over in this episode, but like it was all talking, so I wanted to... God, I need to figure out a way to fix him. It's really bothering me. Normally things like that don't, but like, that's not good. Hey.
So you've returned.
I have. That's it? You aren't you going to put me under arrest?
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Why would the Republic change their minds like that?
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
You should really improve your security arrangements.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do.
I'd like to talk to you about the bounties. I killed the escaped criminals.
And where and when did you kill them?
Followed them to the restoration zones where they were on duty as Zerka security and killed them.
I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TSF once again thanks you for your cooperation.
Yay, 200 credits.
So you've returned.
I found a solution to the station's fuel problems.
Really? That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
Voga the Hutt is looking for markets for his fuel. Oh, wait. First, let's talk about my fee.
Not until I have a better idea of what we'd be getting into. Just why exactly should we deal with scum like Voga?
Because there's nothing else and this station desperately needs it.
You're right about that, and our bargaining position is weak because of it. Fuel's short everywhere, and Voga will demand a high price, I'm sure. Still, we don't have much of a choice. We need fuel, and we need it fast. I'll bring this up with the Telosian Council and urge them to broker a deal with Voga. Now, I believe I gave you my word that there would be a reward for information leading to the establishment of a fuel source for the station. Never believed for a moment that you'd actually be collecting it. But I'm a man of my word. So here you are. Now I've got to send this information to the council right away.
Alright. Hell yeah. So, does that close out those? It does. You have met one of the HK-50 teams, however, HK-47 still needs 2 more in order to acquire the factory's location. Great. Lost Jedi, then sent Dantooine, and that requires me to finish Onderon and Dantooine. phenomenal. We've done all we can so far. I don't know why the HK model is so viciously broken like that. It really actually does bother me. If anybody knows how to fix that, please tell me, because God, I hate him looking like that, and I do miss his rusty red. In any case, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we actually head over to Dantooine. Bye-bye.